Welcome to Aura in the Garden. If you remember a few months ago, exactly 4 months ago, I started these potatoes that were grocery store potatoes. I cut up in pieces and I planted them in this fabric pot. So I am following up. It's been 4 months, and I'm going to show you at the end what I got from these potatoes. These are russet, the big like baking potatoes, which normally they do not grow real well in the South. I'm in Florida, so these are grown more up north. But I had the potatoes, and I was there. They weren't any good, so we'll see what we come up with. When I plant potatoes, I do like to use bone meal. I've had this bone meal forever, and you just use a little bit, and it just really helps with the root system of the tuber formation. And so I sprinkle a little bit of this in and work it into the soil. I probably should have worked it when I put the soil before I put the potatoes, but it doesn't matter. And just make sure that the potatoes have some room to grow tubers. And I'm going to top it off with some potting soil. Do not use topsoil or garden soil. You really want to top it off with some good potting soil. The stuff that I had at the bottom is some of my organic compost that I make myself by composting leaves and uh, cuttings from the yard, kitchen scraps. I layer all that and I make my own compost. I did put in, I don't know if you saw, but I put in one worm, and they go in there and they work that soil and they fertilize. When you have a lot of worms, it means that you have good um, soil. So here we are. Here we are, 4 months later, almost to the day, and my plants were nice and bushy and looking really good. And then suddenly they got like look dead. So, from what I understand with these potatoes, that means that it's time to harvest. So we're going to go ahead and dump this pot and see what we have. I have not peeked in the soil to see if there were any potatoes. I have just kept it watered. I did not fertilize. And so I'm going to cut the tops of these plants and put it in my um, bucket here so that I can compost it later. So as you can see, not much work to be done here. It's just dead tops, and I'm going to now dump it and let's see what we have. So the fabric pot, I have it in I think it's a 20-gallon tote that I have used in the past to plant. And as you can see, it's all broken up. It's been in my yard growing stuff for like 10 years, maybe 8 to 10 years. So let's take a look here. What is going on? Oh my goodness, look at these worms. So there must have been more than one worm to begin with. I put in one, but there must have been some other ones hiding, and they must have had babies because look at these giant guys. And oh, there's some potatoes. There's about 3 or 4 from that one stem. Not super huge, but these are definitely going to be eaten. And so there we go, a few more. Okay. Hopefully we can get enough here to have a meal. Yep, that's looking like maybe a good dinner for 4. Let's see, any more potatoes? You have to really be careful. I don't put any tools in there because you might hit the potatoes and mess them up. So, oh, is there some more potatoes in here? Let's see. My soil is really rich in here. I mean, I'm going to reuse it and plant something else. I'll probably amend it a little bit. It's a little bit chunky, but that doesn't matter. It's black, ridge. It's almost like the texture of fudge. It has a lot of organic matter. I don't normally fertilize with anything because my soil that I make is so rich and full of nutrients for my plants. So anyway, looks like I have, yeah, a good bit of little potatoes here that I can. I'm probably going to roast these in the oven with some of my oregano and olive oil and a little salt and pepper, and it comes out so good. Okay, here's another one. Okay, not too bad. Not great, but not too bad. So I'm going to go ahead and wash them off a little bit so we can see what they're looking like. I have a bucket with just some clean water, and I have a little container here off to the side so that I can take them in the house. And oh, here's another big worm. Look at this guy. I love worms. When I see worms, it makes me happy. It makes me feel like my soil is alive and just beautiful. Anyway, let's go ahead and actually, I'm going to put them in the water first and then in my little uh, container here to take them in the house. And I'm not scrubbing these too much. I'm just taking off some of the soil. If you harvest the potatoes and you don't want to eat them right away, you can eat them right away, but you can just store them in a cool, dry place, and they will form a little bit of a skin. But I'm going to eat them right away. So, well, within a day or two. So I'm going to wash them, some of the soil, so we can take a look at them. Yeah, this is not bad. This is like, a dinner and maybe some leftovers. And, I got these potatoes basically from stuff that I wasn't going to eat. Look at this. This is kind of satisfying knowing that I grew this food and it's nice and delicious and fresh, no pesticides. So, just if you liked my video, I would appreciate if you would like and subscribe.